Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a first ever for us, and that is a product review on this, the OLight OLantern Classic 2 Pro. Let's get into it. Yo! I can see, but it's probably not enough. One second before we get going on this review, guys. Full disclaimer, this was gifted to us by OLight Australia themselves, and they wanted our honest review on this product, which today we're going to deliver. So stick around to see if we like it or don't like it, and if you guys stay to the end of this video, we'll give you guys a cheeky discount code. Yo! Alrighty guys, seeing as though the OLantern is a light and it's daytime, we need to switch up modes. So we're going to flick over to nighttime and get this review started. Let's go. Ah, there you go. Now that it's dark, we can test out a little lantern. And just so you guys can see, I'll show you better during the day, but that's my iPhone 13 Pro, so it's a Plus. So that's quite small, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but I think small is a good thing with this. I'm keen to show you guys some real world testing and just try and work out ways that we're going to use this. I think like doing some little night walks. Yeah. So behind us, guys, is a cool bridge. There's a little trail that goes down there, so I think we're going to go for a bit of a walk down there. I'm going to follow Chase, man, my little test subject tonight. He's going to be my helper, so you're going to help me with all my shots. Radio. Okay. So, oh, and one thing too, guys, this is on the low setting right now. You guys can see, but I'll turn it right up. So now we're punching out 300 lumens. Ooh. So if you guys were to like set it up, so obviously it looks like it's not throwing too much light here, but if you were just to move that a little bit and have it above you, all this is lit up, isn't it? Yeah. That's heaps of light. Like, it's really bright. That is really bright. Yeah, it is. So, I reckon, let's go for a walk. Yeah. And see what this thing does on a night walk. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so we're under the bridge now, which is just a short walk from our campground. Do you want to just hold the lamp out in front of you up a little bit higher, mate? Just so we can sort of see what it's sort of throwing. That's lighting up this whole bridge. For argument's sake, Chase, can you do me a favour? Do you want to just now turn that, pretty much turn it off? Pretty much pitch black. That's just moonlight you're seeing there, guys, to the left of me. Alright, I'll pan over where I think Chase is. Alright, mate, do you want to turn it back on? Whew. That's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed in it. Yeah, look at that. That's on full now? Yep. All right. Well, I think that's pretty successful, that little... So if you're going on a night walk, I reckon that's going to be enough for the whole family to be able to follow you and still have enough light to see where they're going. Yeah, I reckon. All right, guys, we're going to do the same test now on half the light. So this is basically the orange light. So do you want to just hold your hand above your head there to the left, mate? So we can see that with a bridge test. That's okay. There we go. That's still throwing a pretty decent light. Still enough, though, I think, that the whole family could still see safely at night time. Oh, there you go. Impressive. Decent. Very. test number 2, and what I thought for this real world testing was the kids spend a lot of time under the awning. Obviously we do too, we eat out here. But right now, as you guys can see, the kids are doing some arts and crafts. So I thought this would be a really good way of testing this light reflecting off the Caravan awning compared to the fixed lights on the Caravan itself. So what we'll do a test both ways. One with the Caravan, one without, then one with both. But pretty confident this little guy here is gonna do a pretty good job. So let's chuck this over. Where would you guys like it? Yep. In the middle?
Yep.
All right, so what we'll do is we're gonna cut for a second, and then I'm gonna get these lights off, and we're gonna come back with just the OLight lighting us up. All right guys, so I've just zoomed out so you guys can see the light bouncing off the underside of the awning. So right now the kids have the light set on the highest setting, which will be 300 lumens. And what do you guys reckon?
Cool.
Is it enough light to see what you're doing?
Yes.
Too much. Too much. That's a pass then for the OLight. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to switch over to the Caravan lights and see what sort of throw that gives off the awning. Alright guys, so this is the just Caravan lights. And Nate wanted to tell you, what did you think about the lights compared to the OLight?
Those lights, when you're like sitting this way, facing that way, it reflects what you like. There's a shadow over what you're doing.
Okay, so does it make it harder?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a loss for the Caravan lights, yeah? Mm-hmm. Alright, so you prefer the OLight on full compared to the Caravan lights? Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I do as well.
You do as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do one more test, and we'll do the amber lights on the Caravan and the amber lights on the OLight. Alright guys, so this is the Caravan amber lights. What do you guys think of this one?
Kind of better.
Yeah?
Because some places have bugs and the bugs like surround it all.
Yep, so compared to the OLight, which we'll do in a second, you guys can see this is throwing a pretty good light underneath the awning and reflecting back to the kids, so you guys can see pretty well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So let's go over to the OLight now. Alright guys, so here is the amber light on the OLight reflecting off the Caravan awning, which is still pretty good. What do you guys think of this one compared to the last light?
Better.
You prefer this one better?
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Alright. It looks like you guys can see pretty good. You guys can see well enough?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Yeah, it's throwing a pretty decent light, isn't it? Interesting. Alright. It's another win for the OLight. Alright guys, so there's our couple tests with the Caravan light versus the OLight. And it looks like the kids have been pretty impressed with the OLight over the Caravan, which is quite interesting. I thought for this little guy being so small, it actually packs quite a punch, and having the reflection off the awning, it just works so well. So yeah, so this is the Caravan lights are on right now. This is the OLight. So if this was to be set up here as well, you guys can see there's a lot of light under here right now. So yeah, pretty impressive. I think I've got one more test I think we can put this guy through, which I think would be handy for when you're on the road and if you don't have a flashlight or a torch or whatever. I reckon this little guy is going to be the one for you. Alrighty guys, I had another thought about working on the car. So whether it was right now, it's pretty late, so I thought let's see what this can throw underneath the bonnet of the car. So whether you're broken down or just working on the car in general in the shed, I don't know, whatever you guys are into. But we've still got to put it through its paces, and I reckon this will be a great test. So, and we're going to start off on the half light on the amber and just see what it throws. And I'm going to say it's not very good. That's a fail for the amber light, 100%. I can't see a thing. I mean, you could grab it. I mean, having it in your hand, you can see, but I'm still struggling. It's still quite hard to see what I'm doing. So let's go 300 lumens. Woo-hoo. 300. I think 300's the go. I think that's it. You can see quite well now, guys. Yeah. It's putting a pretty good, like it's reflecting pretty good onto the bonnet. I'll come around here, and once again, I believe, like if you were to have that tied up to your bonnet, that's given a really good throw. I can see really well. If I had a helper to hold it up here while you're working, or just sitting it here like that, yeah, plenty of light. So I reckon that's a pass for the 300 lumens on full. But definitely a fail on the half light. I can't see. So, but I reckon that's great. The OLantern Classic 2 Pro is a rechargeable retro LED lantern with modern technology. It's the small lantern that packs a big punch. It has a maximum output of 300 lumens and a max runtime of 180 hours. Don't let the OLantern size put you off. Even if it is small, it packs so many great features. The OLantern is quite easy to use. It comes with a carry handle. It also includes its own hang ring, which means it can hang by its own weight. On the front of the OLantern is the USB dust plug. Behind this is the USB and the USB-C charging portals. These are great because this can also be used as an emergency charging power bank. On the base of the OLantern, you'll find the magnetic charging point. Alrighty guys, it's time to summarise up the OLantern and see whether it's the one for you or the one for us. So, because this is as honest as we can give it to you guys, I want to ask these guys, the ones you guys have seen using it the whole time for this whole video. My little test subjects. So, what have you guys thought of the OLight so far?
I like it because I like holding it during the dark.
Yep. It's pretty good with its handle, isn't it? It's pretty easy to hold, like easy to use. Yep. What about you, Nate?
I like it because like when you have it on like a table when you're doing something, it doesn't cast a shadow. So you can see what you're actually doing.
Yep. You've liked that over the other tests we did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep. And I can confirm these guys have been using it flat out since we've had this product. The guys have been out there pretty much nearly every night, I think. So yeah, it's been awesome. Thanks for your input, guys.
Okay.
Alright, let's continue on with this summary. Alrighty guys, time for my pros and cons. I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty sure it's all pros, to be honest. I've enjoyed using this. I think this is going to be a great addition to our travels. I love the fact it's quite small, it's quite light. It actually weighs only 750 grams, guys. It doesn't weigh much at all. It's pretty ergonomic, like it's pretty easy to hold. So with your handle, and obviously you could hang it up anywhere. So I think that's great. The only con I did have, obviously when you guys saw me testing on the car, on the half light, which is on now, it doesn't really throw too much. So that really is my only con. Like that's the only thing I could pull out of this whole testing we've done that I would say was probably a bit of a fail. Besides that, everything else is a plus. It's a pro. I like it. Yeah, definitely.
And I really like it because when you're working on the car or when you're using it yesterday for the Caravan,
oh yeah,
I didn't have to hold it.
Yeah. So yesterday, guys, underneath the couch I'm sitting on right now, I had to replace the DC charger. And I was like, oh, I need some more light. And I was like, well, OLight came in for the rescue. And it was perfect. Obviously, it was up high and the spread was coming down to the couch. I could see really well. So I thought, there you go, another reason why I've enjoyed using it.
Would you buy it again?
Yeah, definitely. After using it now, absolutely, I'd recommend it to anyone. So it's going to be up to you guys whether you think you would buy one. Personally, after putting it through its paces now, yes, yeah, I'd definitely buy one. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we've got something special, don't we? People do want to buy it.
Well, so for the ones who have stuck around this far and listened to us blabble on, here is running down the screen right now our OLight official MTM tent, which will be our discount code, so you guys can purchase that, which is 10% off all their products, but just products that aren't on sale. So there you go, guys. So if you stuck around this long, thank you. I hope you guys like this review. Also, that code will be down in the description. So you click on that, you guys can find it there. But until next time, stay safe. And no, not even, it's this side. Here it is here. Ever. We are doing our first... Sorry. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is something different. We are doing our first review. So this is... can't say first again. On this bad boy. The OLight OLantern Classic 2 Pro. Let's go.